Halsted Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And welcome to day 2 of our 2025 North Dakota State softball coverage here today on yourliveevent.com. I'm Chase Miller with you from Theraldson Park on an overcast right now, a little hazy day here in Fargo. This is our pregame show brought to you in part by Irie Insurance as we recap what happened yesterday to get to the 4 matchups that we'll have today, and we'll have all 4 games for you right here on yourliveevent.com. Game number 1 yesterday, just over 24 hours ago, and Lax Burlington, Lewis and Clark defeat the Mayport CG Patriots 5-2. Sierra Yell with 9 innings of work and a complete game 1 hitter, 7 innings of work. That was 9 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 2 runs driven in for the Lakers. Velva-Drake Anamoose fell to Hillsborough Central Valley thanks in part to 3 home runs by the Burros, 2 by Hattlestead, and 1 by Kittleson. The Burros 15-3 defeated the number 3 seed in the Aggies. The late afternoon, early evening portion of the bracket featured number 1 seed Central Cass with a 17-0 win over the Carrington Cardinals, where Whitney Mitchell and Sherwhite combined for 10 strikeouts and just gave up 3 hits in the circle for Central Cass with the shutout as they won in 5 innings. And then from there, the Beulah Miners defeated the Botno Stars by a final of 13-1. Addie Delgeiger with the complete game gave up 7 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, and 11 strikeouts in the win for the Miners. So today on yourliveevent.com, our first 2 contests will be consolation semifinals. Mayport CG against Velva-Drake Anamoose. The Aggies are currently taking their infield work. The Carrington Cardinals and the Botno Stars will follow that roughly at 1 o'clock here this afternoon. Scheduled at 4 will be our first of 2 semifinals with the Lax Burlington, Lewis and Clark going up against the Burros of Hillsborough Central Valley. Then we'll get to our second semifinal of the day with the Central Cass Squirrels and the Beulah Miners. Then tomorrow, if you're coming out to the Ball Diamond, a reminder, the 7th place game's at 9:30 in the morning. So again, 9:30 in the morning tomorrow for high school softball for the 7th place game, followed by the Consolation Championship roughly at 11:30, the 3rd place game roughly at around 1:30, and then from there the championship is scheduled for a 4:30 start tomorrow afternoon here from Theraldson Park in Fargo. So that's a look at what the schedule has to offer for the rest of the 2025 tournament. We come back, we'll dive into what happened between the Lakers and the Patriots, the Aggies and the Burros as we go into some of the players that stood out. We'll hear from both head coaches. That and more is still to come on our pregame show here today, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance, all ahead of the opening pitch at the top of the hour here in Fargo.
At Carrington Dental Care, they treat you like family. Meet Dr. Chaz Bauer and Dr. Jay Bauer, your friendly neighborhood dentists who care about your smiles. Join their family of happy patients. Whether it's routine checkups or cosmetic dentistry, they're dedicated to making your smile shine. Join the countless families who love coming to Carrington Dental Care, trusted by our community for years. Visit them online at thecarringtondentist.com or call 701-652-2801. Schedule your appointment today.
At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471.
At Sendak Cooperative, we are proud to be your trusted full-service grain, agronomy, and energy choice for our communities in central North Dakota. For all of your grain, agronomy, and energy decisions, they are proud to support our local farmers and communities we work and live in. With our state-of-the-art facilities and dedicated team, we ensure your farming operation will be looked at with care and efficiency. Whether you're looking for marketing decisions, agronomy needs, fuel for your operation, or a hot cup of coffee at their C-stores, Sendak Cooperative has you covered. Visit them online at sendakcooperative.com to learn more about how they can serve you. Sendak Cooperative, proud to serve our communities in central North Dakota.
Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has broadened to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels! Central Cass School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The state-of-the-art STEM Center, along with our theater, music wing, early childhood center, wellness center, and athletic complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with their academics and activities.
As we break down the matchups on what happened yesterday here between these two clubs with the Patriots and the Aggies here on YourLiveEvent.com. The first game of the 2025 state softball tournament had the Lax Burlington jumping out on the Mayport CG Patriots 4-1 after the first inning, and then the Patriots really held their own after that. It was the first inning that really was the difference maker. There was one run in the second, thanks in part to a Yista solo home run. She did have one run driven in. Sierra Yale went 2 of 3 at the plate with 2 runs driven in. Also, again, a really nice pitching performance in the circle for the Lakers. While for the Patriots, the leadoff batter for Mayport CG and Parker Strand was able to get on base twice with 2 walks. She came in 2 times, thanks in part to Maddie Sand, who had 2 runs driven in on 1 of 3 hitting from the plate. But that was the only hit the Patriots had in that particular contest here for Mayport CG in the loss against Lax Burlington, and that hit came in the 5th inning by Maddie Sand. In the circle that we'll see here today as well will be Bailey Bergstrom, the freshman pitcher. 6 innings of work, gave up 11 hits, 5 runs that were earned, 2 walks for in the contest here for the Patriots, 2 walks and 4 strikeouts. While for Velva-Drake Anamoose, the Aggies, they led after 1 inning against the Burros of Hillsborough Central Valley 1-0. It was tied at 2 apiece. The Burros took a lead at 2-1 in the 3rd. Then it was tied at 2 apiece after 4 innings of play. And then the Burros would erupt for 13 runs in innings 5, 6, and 7 combined. For the Burros, they had a couple of home runs and 5 runs driven in. Kaylee Kittleson was able to do some damage alongside with Hattlestead here with the 3 combined runs driven in. For the Aggies in the circle, you had Grace Bayless and alongside with Emma Bayless as they gave up 15 hits in the contest in the loss, or 16 hits in the contest against Hillsborough Central Valley. There was 5 walks and 7 strikeouts with 3 home runs given up between those 2 pitchers. Grace in the batter's box had 1 run driven in on 1 of 2 hitting from the plate, and the same here for Lonis for Velva-Drake Anamoose Garrison. They had 3 hits in the contest for the Aggies. That's a look at what happened yesterday between these two teams. When we come back around the corner, we'll dive into the matchup a little bit more, some history between these two, ahead of our coaches' conversation, starting lineups, and the opening pitch from Thoroldson Park. This is our pregame show, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve. To get a free quote, go to IrieInsurance.com.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
The City of Hillsborough invites you to make Hillsborough your home. If you're looking for a new home or a job, check out the opportunities in Hillsborough and see what the community can offer you and your family. Enjoy a quality family life with community, education, church, entertainment, and more. For all neighbors and those driving through the region, we welcome you to come and shop with the businesses in Hillsborough. If you have questions related to services available in the City of Hillsborough, contact the Hillsborough City Office at 701-636-4620.
Your family farm has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Taupe Insurance is here to help you weather the storm when those challenges arise. Visit with Taupe Insurance today about a quote or review of your policies. Taupe Insurance offers coverage on your farm's assets, crop, and hail insurance, plus home and auto, commercial, and life insurance. Stop in for a visit today at their office in Castleton or give Taupe Insurance a call at 701-347-4045.
Come make pasta with us. Combine your love of North Dakota and agriculture with a great career at Dakota Growers. They provide you room to grow in your career, develop your skills, and they always put safety first in their state-of-the-art facility. Check out all of their fantastic opportunities at jobs.postholdings.com or scan the QR code. Contact Erica at 701-540-6152 or Wendy 701-997-5066.
On our IRA Insurance pregame show, these two teams played last season in Jamestown for some of the history, and Velva-Drake Anamoose, the unseeded team, beat the number 1 seed in the Mayport CG Patriots 2-1. They would eventually take 4th place at state for the Aggies, while for the Patriots, they would take 7th place last season. For Mayport CG, they made it to the state tournament here. This is their 7th time and 5 consecutive years. The Patriots are the co-op of Mayville, Portland, Clifford, Galesburg. You also have Hatton, Northwood with this Patriots club, and Findlay and Sharon as well here for head coach Keenan Konchak and the Patriots, the Region 2 tournament champs here for Mayport CG. While for the Aggies, as a similar spot of the Patriots, a chance still to take the Constellation Championship and win 2 games at a state tournament is always a good season, and that's what Bryce Gutnick's club here for the Aggies will be looking to do here this year as well. These two teams have played once earlier this season. Velva-Drake Anamoose defeated the Patriots back in Minot on April the 26th by a final of 14-4. For the Aggies, this is their 4th state tournament appearance. They made it in 2019, 2022, 2024, and 2025. Their best finish ever at state was last year, finishing 4th in 2024. We'll take a quick break. When we come back after this, we'll sit down with the coaches. We'll hear from Bryce Gutnick first, then Keenan Konchak, head of our starting lineups and the opening pitch here today from Fargo. The broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the board of directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. Our first of 4 here for the state softball tournament, and you are listening to it live on your liveevent.com.
This is Austin Reed with Dakota Heritage Bank. At Dakota Heritage Bank, we have a strong background in ag and business lending, but we can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. If you're in need of a loan, visit us at one of our locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future.
Get ready to make a true impact on the farm. Introducing the HDSR series of staggered rippers from Degelman Industries. At the heart of the machine is the HDSR's staggered 2-row setup, which allows for better trash flow and lower draft than an inline ripper. Featuring a shorter implement contour length, easier transport, and better compaction shattering ability than the competitors. The HDSR series from Degelman Industries is engineered tough. Visit our website for more information.
Life is full of surprises, and at Bickett Insurance Agency of Carrington, they're here to protect what matters most to you. Bickett Insurance is your local auto owner's insurance agency, offering home, auto, business, crop, health, or life insurance with personalized solutions tailored to your needs and budget. With over 20 years of experience, trust Bickett Insurance Agency to provide you with peace of mind. Let's ensure your future is secure with Bickett Insurance Agency services, serving Foster and Stutzman counties and throughout the state of North Dakota. Bickett Insurance, your local auto owner's insurance agency, protecting what matters most.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
As we continue on our pregame show here today, the Velva-Drake Anamoose Aggies going up against the Patriots for Mayport CG to begin day 2 of the state softball tournament. Join us here is Bryce Gutnick, the head coach for the Aggies. Bryce, as you just get ready for this a second day, just talk about the mindset, coming here, trying to find a way to get a victory against the Mayport CG Patriots and have a chance to, win 2 games this weekend here at the state tournament.
Yeah, it's just all about resetting. Forget about yesterday. We did some fun things after the game. The girls know that wasn't our best effort on the field yesterday. Just too many mistakes, flat out. Nothing else we could really say about it. We didn't play our best game, and Hillsborough played extremely well. They hit the ball. They took advantage of our mistakes, and they made us pay for it. So recharge the batteries. We did that last night. We're going to reset today and try and give our good fans and everyone that came from Velva a show today and try and bounce back.
Talk about Grace. You and I were chatting just about the ability that she's been able to have in the circle here and, find ways to, get 200-plus strikeouts in the season and kind of be a steady Eddie for your club this season.
Yeah, she's been terrific. Her walks are down. Innings are up. We've had a situation where we've had multiple pitchers, and now it's her time to be the ace. She's the front runner. She's been terrific. She has over 200 strikeouts on the year. She set a record for wins in a season for us. She's been great. She's also been great at the plate. She's in that leadoff position. She's always working on things to get better. She's a patient hitter. She'll pass the torch to the next one. She walks a lot. She's just been a real leader. She puts in a lot of work. It's during the off season. It's so many weeks out. She's throwing about every other day and getting ready.
Another state tournament where you've seen the Mayport CG Patriots now and teams that have good quality players, obviously, on both sides. Just what's the biggest thing against Keenan's club that's going to be a challenge here a little bit later on here this afternoon?
I think the first thing I want to say, I went over to Keenan, and I'm so impressed with the job he did. He's got the amount of kids they graduated last year and that talent. For him to be back in here as a region champion and representing and doing those things, he's done a heck of a job. I don't know if you want to call it a little rivalry or whatever. We kind of got that going on. We're cordial towards each other and stuff, but they're a good team. They're young. They're kind of young like us. They're kind of put together like us, and probably a team we're probably maybe going to see down the road in the next couple of years too. We're hoping. So it's going to be a fun matchup. He always has them ready to play, and our girls are ready to go as well.
Bryce, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck here today.
Appreciate it, Chase.
That again, Coach Gutnick with us here from the Aggies. We'll continue on our pregame show after this from Fargo.
At Gar Dental Center, dentistry is about people first. They're proud to offer exceptional care to Carrington and the surrounding areas. Meet Dr. Gar and Dr. Sam and their dedicated team of dental professionals. Gar Dental is your home for dental implants, along with a wide variety of services, including guided biofilm therapy. Their experienced dental team is here to ensure you smile with confidence. Visit them at gardental.com or call 701-652-2300 to schedule an appointment today.
See you soon!
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of cards plus pre-owned cards as well. Bring the kids along and have them try out the skee ball and foosball table while you browse jerseys, hats, and other items. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles in Hillsboro.
Embrace the joy of community at Halsted Living Center and Heritage House in Halsted, where wonderful neighbors and energetic minds come together. If you're seeking more than just a place to call home, you found the right spot with Halsted Living Center and Heritage House. Whether your interests lie in music, agriculture, sports, or dancing, you'll find someone who shares your passion and expertise. Discover a fulfilling lifestyle filled with connection and celebration with Halsted Living Center and Heritage House in Halsted. Get more information by calling 218-456-2105 or log on to halstedlivingcenter.com.
As we continue on our pregame show here today, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. It is the first of 4 games here on YourLiveEvent.com for our audio-only broadcast. First up is Mayport CG Patriots going up against the Aggies of Velva-Drake Anamoose. Joining us is Keenan Konchak here, the head coach of the Mayport CG Patriots. And Keenan, all things considered, that first inning always is a topsy-turvy one when it comes to, regional tournaments or state tournaments in general. But, you take a look at that first inning, it was really an even ball game throughout the rest. Just what did you see from your club yesterday against the quality opponent that you got going up against in Delax, Burlington, Lewis, and Clark?
Yeah, so first of all, Delax is legit. Peggy does an amazing job with those girls. Yale, their pitcher, just kept us off balance. We had the approach that we wanted to attack early, and we have to attack strikes, and we didn't really do that. We chased up a little bit, and I think she knew that. She kept going back to it, so great coaching staff over there got us swinging. I think we had 9 Ks on the day, which is too much, but like you said, that first inning, I think we scratched one across. Just great hustle plays, things that we've been doing all year. Seniors got us going a little bit, we got one, and then the bottom of the inning happened, and we gave away, we had to get 6 outs there. It's just, you can't really do that at this level against good quality opponents like that. You can maybe get away with that during the regular season, but not in the state tournament. So just make those plays, maybe it's a different game.
Talk about Maddie Sand, someone who put the ball in play, able to drive in both runs. Just kind of what did you see from her performance against a really quality pitcher there in Yale in the circle? Yeah, for sure. She does best against that type of pitcher, right? She doesn't have the most power on the team to go gap to gap to gap, but if there's a pitcher with velocity, she can use her bat to put the bat on the ball, to barrel balls up and drive in some runs for us. So that was why she bats in the 2 spot for us, and coming through as a senior, that was huge for her. Parker was on base right before her too, but if we hit throughout the lineup too, continue to do that. I know, like I said, 9 strikeouts when we had chances to get some runners on base and drive some runs in too to cause some damage on the base pass. We just didn't quite accomplish the rest of the game. But like I said, Yale is an amazing pitcher. So when you look at the Aggies here, just what's going to be a challenge against Velva-Drake Anamoose, and a team that you're obviously familiar with playing in the state tournament in recent years, but also 2 teams that just have really good athletes and really good players on both sides as well. Yeah, so we're going to start Bailey again. I know she's pitched a lot this season for us. She's ready to go. We're going to ride her a little bit today after back-to-backs, but she did a great job yesterday holding one of the best offensive teams in the state down. She had 1 mistake to Eastos. We got a home run off her. A little bit different lineup against Velva today. I don't know if they have as much power as Delax does, so we're going to make sure we stay to our scouting report, maybe a few more balls up, and trying to keep them off balance too a little bit. So I think Bailey do a great job. I know Coach does an amazing job for Velva. Like, they're going to grind out at bats. I think they probably lead the state in walks, just great at bats over and over and over. And he does an amazing job with his pitching staff too. So I'm not sure who we're going to see today, but 2 very good pitchers that we'll see as well. Hey, Keenan, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck here today against the Aggies. All right, thank you. That again for the Patriots. The head coach, Keenan Konchak, will continue on our pregame show after this here from Fargo.
The Hillsborough Central Valley Booster Club is made up of parents, fans, and community members who work together to build team and community spirit. The Hillsborough Central Valley Booster Club supports Hillsborough and Central Valley students in their school activities and encourages all students to be involved in the activities at your school. The Hillsborough Central Valley Booster Club takes great pride in uniting the communities to support the boroughs, encouraging everyone to promote school spirit, sportsmanship, and to support the Hillsborough Central Valley students. It's the Hillsborough Central Valley Booster Club.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank Community Bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers. They are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The fun is always on tap. I'm headed to Headlocks. Headlocks. Headlocks.
Stay tuned for more information about the all-school reunion coming up in Carrington this summer, July 10th through the 13th. Check out Facebook for more information.
The fun is always on tap. I'm headed to Headlocks. Headlocks. Headlocks.
Headlocks, Carrington, North Dakota.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities. Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
Those interviews brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. As that does it for our pregame show here today, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve. To get a free quote started today, go to Irie Insurance. That, again, is their website, IrieInsurance.com. Chase Miller with you here on the north end of Fargo from Theraldson Park as we get you ready for the opening pitch here in this contest. As this is brought to you in part by Norman County Raceway and the Red River Valley Speedway, as the Mayport CG Patriots will be batting with Parker Strand, Maddie Sand, and Hudson Zerfus going up against the circle of Grace Bayless here for the Velva-Drake Anamoose Aggies. The Aggies 22-4-2 on the season. The Patriots at 11-12. Opening pitch at 10:56. Brought to you in part by Norman County Raceway and the Red River Valley Speedway. It's time to rev up the engines in Ada. Check out the World of Outlaw late models on June the 28th. Tickets now available at NormanCountyRaceway.com. This one is going to be hit on the ground. That'll go to the first baseman, Peterson, in on 2 pitches. Parker Strand is retired 3 unassisted, and there's 1 down. Starting lineups brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company, Strand, Sand, and Zerfus, followed by Kritzberger, Strand, that's Payton, and Goldie here for the Patriots. Verwest, Foss, and Anderson 7, 8, and 9 with Bailey Bergstrom, the pitcher in the flex spot today here for Keenan Konchak's club. As the Patriots in their all-blue uniforms as Matty Sand takes a strike. Fallon Hunkins in left field with Bruner in center, Volonchenko in right here today for the Aggies. We'll get to the infield after the 0-1 offering to Sand, who had both the runs driven in for the Patriots yesterday as it is hit foul up the third base line. Abigail Huckins at third base, Seltzer at shortstop. Lona stands at second with Peterson at first, and Emma Bayless is behind the plate. Again, Grace in the circle. Those starting lineups brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. Live the sweet life at crystalsugar.com. Maddie Sand is retired on 3 pitches. Grace Bayless gets the strikeout here, and there's 2 down in the top of the first inning. Now it goes to Hudson Zerfus here for Mayport CG. Made a couple of nice defensive plays for the Patriots yesterday. Hudson coming off a 0-3 performance with 2 strikeouts in the quarterfinals as this is a ball. Now it's 1-0. As the Aggies in their all-black attire, Aggies across the front in white with the white numerals here with the high socks of blue and white. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss by Zerfus. It's now 1 ball and 1 strike. These two teams, as Bryce Gutnick kind of said in the pregame show, kind of got a little mini rivalry once you get to this time of the season, playing each other consistently at the state tournament. 1-1, that'll be out of the zone. It's now 2-1. Umpire and crew here in this one. Kobe Pennick, Todd Fisher, and Chad Mears for our 3 umpires. First 2-ball count so far here for a Patriot batter after Parker Strand fell behind the count. This one is going to be popped up into the grandstands, and the first time for a Patron, as that one actually will hit almost off the backstop here. So, looked like it was going to be more towards the grandstands. Came back down sharply. It'll be 2 balls and 2 strikes. Overcast skies here today in Fargo. A little haze here in the morning. Wind is blowing out to left field, about 73 degrees. Wind gusts from 10 to 15 will be here today. Nothing too monstrous to speak of as this one runs out of the zone. Now it's 3-2. 2 pitches to get Strand out on a grounder A 3-pitch at bat to Maddie Sand with a strikeout. And Hudson Zerfus right now having a good battle with Grace Bayless in the circle. The payoff pitch hit high in the air. That'll go towards left. Fallon Huckins coming in. Now takes a couple of steps back, and she makes the catch. An over and shoulder catch as she came in a couple of feet. Then Fallon had to come back and spin, and she makes a catch to rate Tiger. This side, a 3-up, 3-down inning in the first half on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. We're scoreless with the Aggies coming to the plate.
The Hillsboro Vets Club thanks you for your support of their activities and events. Stop in and to check out their new menu. Enjoy the Vets Club appetizers every Wednesday from 5 till 7. And as I've said many times, they have the best roasted chicken around. Enjoy roasted chicken every Saturday from 5:30 till 7:30. Get there early because sometimes it's gone early because it is the best roasted chicken. Fries and coleslaw also available with this meal every Saturday. Dine in or take out. The Hillsboro Vets Club.
Did you know that there are several different types of crop hail insurance policies? Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with Irie Insurance. We at Irie Insurance want to help you select a hail policy that will best protect your crops and bottom line from a hailstorm. Give us a call today to schedule a time to meet with an Irie Insurance agent. For our contact information, go to our website at irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
As we get to the Velva-Drake Anamoose Aggies starting 9 here in this one, as Bayless will be batting from the leadoff spot here for the Aggies. That is Gray. Starting lineups again brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. Abigail Huckins batting second with Emma Bayless batting third. Fallon Huckins in the cleanup role. Here's the 0-1 pitch that'll go in the turf. Peterson batting fifth with Bruner sixth. Kittleson in the designated player spot batting seventh. Genalonis eighth, and Volonchenko is batting ninth. The 1-1 offering misses inside. It's 2-1 with Selzer in the flex at shortstop. Bailey Bergstrom in the circle here for the Patriots. Parker Strand catching. Here's the 2-1 offering. Swing and a miss by Grace Bayless. It's now 2-2. Zerfus at third base with Sand at short. Kritzberger at second. Goldie at first. Outfield left to right of Verwis. Foss in center. Then Peyton Strand. Here's the 2-2 offering. That'll miss inside. Those starting lineups again brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. As the Aggies had a tough time trying to find the 3-2. That'll miss for a walk, and Bayless will get aboard for the first base runner of the game against Dickhoff yesterday for the Burros. The Aggies were able to get on base a handful of times via the free passes. They had 8 walks, 6 strikeouts, but they could never get the big hit to have a multiple run inning, as this one is in there for a strike to Abigail Huckins. But one thing that Coach Keenan Konchak mentioned in the pregame show is the Aggies are going to work at bats and draw some walks, and they do it right off the bat here with the sophomore pitcher. Now it's the senior third baseman. Huckins looking to bunt, does a nice one. Zerfus will come in barehanded in time, yes, at first base as Kritzberger is retired. Kritzberger goes over to first to cover it there from second. Huckins 5-3 on the putout. It will be a sacrifice bunt by Abigail Huckins. She moves the runner up to first base here, and there's one down. As now it's to Emma Bayless here, the freshman catcher. Also will work out of the zone. 1 ball, no strikes here to Emma. That last play, Zerfus did a good job charging from third base. Goldie did the same from first, which meant the corner infielders had to be busy. As this will miss on the zone, now 2-0, where Sand went to go cover second base. Kritzberger then went to go cover first, which third base was unoccupied for a moment if Grace did want to maybe hard charge to third base. 2-0 pitch is going to be hit in the air. That'll go to center. Foss coming in, but this one will die in front of her and then takes a big bounce as Bayless rounds third on her way in to come home. And it's a Emma Bayless double, which will bring in her sister Grace, and the Aggies have taken the first lead on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Off the bat, that looked like it might have been a chance here for the Patriots to glove it, but it just kept kind of slicing away from Foss there by the lefty and Emma Bayless, who stands at second. Here's a good pitch on the way by Bergstrom for a strike. It's 0-1, and then once it hit the turf, just took a big hop away from Foss and around by Verwis, so Grace was getting waved in immediately by Gutnick, the head coach, at third base. There's a swing and a miss. It's now 0-2 to Fallon Huckins, the sophomore left fielder here for the Aggies. But so far a walk, a sacrifice bunt, and a double top third of the lineup for Velva-Drake Anamoose. Bailey Bergstrom, the 0-2. This one will be hit foul up the third base line. For the Aggies yesterday, Fallon went 1 of 2 at the plate with a strikeout here for the Aggies. As Bailey Bergstrom in the circle with the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground. This one will go to Sand at short. Sand with the throw across the diamond. This will airmail Goldie going to third base. Here will be Emma on the play. You'll have a throwing error by Sand, and runners will be at the corners for Velva-Drake Anamoose. Now it goes to Kinley Peterson. Sand with a good throw. Would have retired Fallon Huckins at first. Instead, runners at the corners, and Mayport CG Patriots trying to avoid what happened to them yesterday, where the Lakers put up 4 runs in the first inning and never looked back. Here's a bunt. The runner was going from first to second. Kinley Peterson's bunt will go foul. It's now 0-1. Not a straight suicide squeeze, but looking to move the runner up to second, and then kind of, if you're the runner at third base and Emma Bayless, seeing where the ball goes in front of you, to maybe come home and a little bit delayed. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Runners in a break. They will throw it to the shortstop, cut off there by Sand, and the runner gets to second with Fallon Huckins. So you'll see a 1-ball, 1-strike count upcoming to the senior first baseman, and the Aggies with another base knock could have a nice little number on the board here in the first. The Patriots with Bailey Bergstrom sees this one miss outside. It's now 2-1. 2-1 offering here from Bailey. Good spot. Splits the plate now. 2-2. 218 to straightaway center. 200 both down the left and right field line. About 6-foot-high walls all around here today from Theraldson Park. The 2-2 pitch. A line drive over the third baseman under the glove of the shortstop Sand. It goes into left as Verwest's throw will go towards the third baseman, and then the air on the throw will allow the runner, Fallon Huckins, to come in and score. So it's an RBI base hit by Peterson. Emma Bayless will come in as long with Fallon Huckins on the throwing error. And now you have a runner at second base. As the Aggies do indeed plant a couple of runs as they have taken a 3-0 lead, and there's still just 1 out on the play. This is a carbon copy of what happened yesterday against the Lax Burlington, Lewis and Clark, where the Lakers put the ball in play in the first inning. They scored 4 runs, only scored 1 run for the remainder of the game, and right away the Aggies able to pounce here on Bailey Bergstrom, as you'll have Quincy Bruner, the center fielder, 7th grader here for the Aggies. Well, for Bergstrom right now, trying to leave that runner in scoring position and get the bats up to the plate here for the Patriots. This one will be backhanded by Zerfus. Throw across the diamond in time. Zerfus had to take a high hop, gloved it, able to throw out Quincy Bruner by maybe a half step. It does move the runner up to third base. Peterson off on the throw there by Zerfus. 5-3 on the putout, and there's 2 down. Out number 2, though, for Bergstrom in the circle. Here comes Kittleson. Kittleson first pitch swinging, goes to Sand at short. Sand with the fire across the diamond, 6-3. To retire the Aggies here in the first. But 3 runs do come across as we make our way to the second. We have a new score on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Aggies lead it by 3.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
Stop on out to Watts Ace Hardware in Castleton and gear up with name brands from Steel, Milwaukee, Ego, and Craftsman Power Tools. Plus, Watts Ace Hardware has a key cutting and paint mixing section for your own do-it-yourself projects. From their grill selection with Traeger, Blackstone, Weber, and the Big Green Egg to their customer laser engraving center, Watts Ace Hardware is a place you need to check out. Stop in at 1610 Governor's Drive in Castleton for Watts Ace Hardware.
Top of the second inning, here we go as Velva-Drake Anamoose able to put 3 runs up on 2 hits, 2 errors, and a runner left on base in the bottom of the first inning. As now we go to the top of the second, and the Patriots find themselves trailing here 3-0 against the Aggies. Against Delax Burlington, Lewis and Clark, Mayport CG got an early lead, 1-0 top of the first, but then 4 runs came across, and they trailed for the rest of the game here. They'll play from behind. Kritzberger, Strand, and Goldie for the Patriots. 1 ball, no strike after the first one out of the zone here from Grace Bayless. The 1-0 pitch. I'll miss. It's now 2-0. The Patriots, 24th game of the season. Well, for Velva-Drake Anamoose, this will be their 29th game of the season here for the Aggies. 2-0. I don't miss up now 3-0. Hudson Zerfus worked the count full. Eventually flew out to the left fielder and Fallon Hutkins. Now Kritzberger able to work the count 3 balls, no strikes. As we'll see if Keenan Konchak gives her the green light here to Kritzberger. 3-0 pitch taken all the way in there for a strike. It's now 3-1. Kritzberger, a junior here on the Patriots this season. For the Aggies, a nice tandem combination with the sisters here of Grace and Emma, both a sophomore and then a freshman here. Grace, the elder, in the circle, just delivers a 5-pitch walk, and Kritzberger is the first base runner of the game here for the Patriots. As you'll see, Peyton Strand, the sophomore right fielder here for Mayport CG. As yesterday, Strand went 0 for 3 at the plate with a strikeout. The pitch, that'll work out of the zone. It's now 1-0. Well, for Velva-Drake Anamoose against Hillsborough Central Valley, they took an early lead 1-0 in the first, gave up a run against the Burros in the second, was tied, then the Burros took a lead in the third, tied again the fourth, and then the Burros really erupted again in the fifth inning with 5 runs and never looked back. As we'll see this one out of the zone as well. It's now 2-0 to Peyton Strand. Runner at first base, Kritzberger. Again, Peyton Strand, 2 balls, no strikes. Bayless with the pitch. Able to get one over for a strike. It's 2-1. With the turf, just makes it a little bit warmer. Talking with some of the coaches and players yesterday, saying even once you win, the dugout just felt a little bit cooler than what it was standing on the turf throughout the course of your half inning in the field. The 2-1 pitch, able to get the outer part of the plate. Now 2-2 here to Strand. As Peyton will look to put the ball in play here for the Patriots. Grace Bayless looking for her second strikeout, the 2-2. That'll miss out of the zone, nicely dug out by Emma. And 3 consecutive batters for the Patriots here that they've had a 3-ball count. Full count by Zerfus. Kritzberger took a walk on 5 pitches, and now Peyton Strand takes a look at Keenan Konchak, gets the play. From the side, the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Out number 1 here in inning number 2. Now it goes to Brooklyn Goldie, the senior first baseman. Well, the Patriots' bottom of the lineup, just unable to get much done yesterday against Sierra Yale. And Goldie also went 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. As Bayless sees this one out of the zone, it's now 1-0. Winner of this game will play tomorrow at 11:30. The loser will have a game at 9:30 tomorrow morning for 7th place. 1-0 is called a strike. It's now 1 ball and 1 strike. We will follow all the East teams, so we'll follow the Mayport CG Patriots, the Carrington Cardinals, Hillsborough Central Valley, and the Central Cass Squirrels for our broadcast. The 1-1. Big swing. It's now 1-2 as Grace Bayless is starting to find her zone right now after walking Kritzberger. Able to get a big strike out of Strand, and now coming right after Brooklyn Galdi here in the second inning. The 1-2. That'll work out of the zone. It's 2-2 last season at Trapper Field in Jamestown 2 years ago. Up at the South Hill in Minot. Just got redone before the state tournament in 3 years. Back here at Theraldson Park on the rotation. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And Bayless gets back-to-back Ks, and there's 2 down here in the second. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank. Now it's to Verwest here, the 8th grader. This will be fouled back to the netting. It's 0-1. And Bryce Skutnik said in our pregame show he was really impressed by Coach Keenan Konchak and what they were able to do to make it to a state tournament here this season, just with what they lost with the Satrams in terms of the senior leadership just across the board. A lot of girls on that all-region, a couple on the all-state selection. This one's going to eat up Abigail Huckins at third base. It should be an error here by the third baseman. Kritzberger will make her way to second. Verwest gets aboard, and the Patriots now will have runners at first and second base. It will be an error by Abigail Huckins. Huckins just on the hop as it came up to the glove, just kind of ate her up there. Now it's Foss. Alicia Foss, the senior center fielder. The pitch. I'll be in there for a strike in Class A softball up in Grand Forks. Yesterday it was a straight sweep for the West. Defeated all 4 EDC schools, and Bismarck High topped Grand Forks Red River in 8 innings. This one misses low. You had a walk-off by Minot over Fargo Davies. Dickinson was able to cement their win over Fargo North, and then West Fargo Cheyenne fell to Williston. So it'll be an all-WDA semifinal in Grand Forks upcoming here later today. This one out of the zone 2-1. Also on yourliveevent.com later this afternoon, Josh Boyko will have the call at roughly 4:30 at Newman Outdoor Field between Thompson and Northern Cass in the state semifinal round matchup. In B baseball, this one in there for a strike. It's now 2-2 to Foss. Following that, Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion, Edgeley will have a date with Park River, Fordville, Lincoln. Winners will make their way to the championship tomorrow night around 7 o'clock at Newman Outdoor Field. The 2-2 popped up. See if it's playable. Someone's got a call for it, and the third baseman does. Abigail Huckins as Grace Bayless olays away, and that'll retire the side on the pop-out. No runs, no hits, and errors, and 2 runners left on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. The Aggies lead by 3.
Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center.
At Sendak Cooperative, we are proud to be your trusted full-service grain, agronomy, and energy choice for our communities in central North Dakota. For all of your grain, agronomy, and energy decisions, they are proud to support our local farmers and communities we work and live in. With our state-of-the-art facilities and dedicated team, we ensure your farming operation will be looked at with care and efficiency. Whether you're looking for marketing decisions, agronomy needs, fuel for your operation, or a hot cup of coffee at their C-stores, Sendak Cooperative has you covered. Visit them online at sendakcooperative.com to learn more about how they can serve you. Sendak Cooperative, proud to serve our communities in central North Dakota.
Bottom of the second inning here on yourliveevent.com. Chase Miller with you from Theraldson Park on the campus of North Dakota State University, broadcasting from the Chad's Excavating broadcast booth as the Aggies will have their 8, 9, and 1 batters to the plate here in the second with Jenna Lonis. First pitch swinging popped up. That'll go to Kritzberger at second. 1 pitch, and Lonis is retired here in the bottom of the second inning. Chad's Excavating, making sure that your fields are nice and dry. Chad's Excavating, helping farmers grow with your water management plans. Call Chad's Excavating at 701-430-0182. Broadcasting from the Chad's Excavating broadcast booth. This one is delivered in for a strike on Volonchenko here, the junior right fielder. And it goes back to top of the lineup with Grace Bayless. The 0-1 pitch here from Bailey Bergstrom will be called a strike. It's now 0-2. In the consolation portion of the State B baseball tournament, Renville County going up against Bishop Ryan Nedrose. Rugby, then Shiloh Christian. And this will be an all-Eastern affair again at Newman Outdoor Field for State B baseball. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Volonchenko. Bergstrom looking for her first strikeout. This one will work inside at the ankles. It's now 2-2. Top of the lineup did their damage for the Aggies. Took advantage of a couple errors to put 3 runs across in the first. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And Bergstrom gets her first strikeout of the late morning as we're working our way to the noon hour. As now Bayless with a single and a walk with a run scored back in inning number 1. First pitch swinging. This one is a pop-up. That'll go to Peyton Strand and right, and this will go over Strand's head on the grab. Bayless rounding second on her way to third. This one will be a triple as the fly ball by Peyton Strand. She came in at right field and all of a sudden put on the brakes, tried to make the glove and catch it on a jump, but just went a little bit too far than what Peyton was thinking of there. So Grace will get a triple on the way for the Aggies and a little 2-out rally potentially here for Velva-Drake Anamoose, as now you'll see a courtesy runner coming into the game. This would be Emma Eulin, the sophomore. So Eulin now will stand at third base. As you see, Abigail Hunkins with a sacrifice bunt her last time up. The Aggies looking to get at least a run across here and extend their lead in the bottom of the second. Swing and a miss. Bergstrom delivers a nice one. It's 0-1. Bailey Bergstrom in the circle. Keenan Konchak sitting our pregame. We're going to let Bailey continue to roll throughout today for the freshman. As this one works inside, it's now 1-1. Abigail Hunkins with the swing. This will go into left. The left fielder comes in, makes the catch. Oh, what a play by Verwes on the run. And that'll do it for the Aggies here in inning number 2. There were no runs at hit, no errors, and a runner left. We played 2 today on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Velva-Drake Anamoose leads it here by 3.
When it comes to electrical work, experience matters. And at Miller's Electrical Service LLC, they've got the skills, expertise, and experience to get the job done right. From industrial and commercial projects to residential repairs and installations, get in touch with Gannon to get the job done safely, efficiently, and right the first time. Locally owned, trusted, and ready to serve your home or business. Call 701-430-2124 today and let Miller's Electrical Service LLC power your world.
You can buy beef by the quarter, half or whole beef from Mueller Beef USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or whole from Mueller Beef out of Hillsboro. You can buy beef by the quarter, the half or the whole beef from Mueller Beef USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or whole from Mueller Beef out of Hillsboro.
The Norman County Fair, June 18th through 21st. Fireworks, monster truck, Laura J's strong and amazing aerial stunt show, racing, free stage entertainment, magic shows, youth and senior days, mechanical bull riding, free music, Veterans Day. It's the Norman County Fair. Get the full schedule at normancountyfair.com. There's so much more at the Freegate Fair. The Norman County Fair, June 18th through 21st, Ada, Minnesota, where summer begins and the fun never ends.
As we head to the top of the third inning here, the Mayport CG Patriots will have their 9-1 and 2 batters, Anderson, Parker Strand, and Maddie Sand due up here for Mayport CG as the Botno Stars and alongside the Carrington Cardinals waiting for the conclusion of this game. 0-1 pitch will hit down the left field line. That'll go foul. It's now 0-2. So the junior designated player here looking to get the first base hit of the contest for the Patriots against Grace Bayless. 0-2 pitch, that'll work the zone. It's now 1-2. The Patriots so far have left 2 runners on base. They have committed 2 errors, no hits, with no runs across in 2 innings of work on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. The 1-2. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes with Parker Strand again, the lefty in the on-deck circle here for Mayport CG, hoping that Taylor can find a way to get aboard, and for Coach Keenan Konchak, and chance with a quality hitter up at the plate to maybe put on a particular play. The 2-2, swing and a miss, and Bayless instead gets the strikeout. That's 4 the first time through the lineup here for Grace. 1 down, top of the 3rd inning. Parker Strand, who grounded out on 2 pitches to Peterson at first to lead things off back at 10:56 here this morning. Check swing, did she go through the zone? Yes, she did. It's 0-1. That one's running a little bit more on the hands, almost of a defensive swing there by Parker Strand, as Coach Keenan Konchak, I think, was asking to see if you could, on that check, ask the third base umpire to say that it was a clean check, or did she go through the zone regardless? No balls and a strike here to Parker. This one works low, now 1-1. State baseball on the eastern side of the state in Grand Forks and State A, 3 of the 4 teams that have made their way to the semifinals representing the East. 1-1 pitch. This one in there for a strike. It's now 1-2. Got state soccer going on. You had the Fargo Marathon here this weekend. Just a busy time. Rib Fest here on the north side of Fargo next week. Feels like summer, and it is summer when you start talking about those particular events. 1-2, that'll run in. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. As Bayless right now in the circle here for the Aggies. A strikeout in the first. She got 2 in the second, 1 so far here in the third. The 2-2. This goes right back to the press box, as that will come underneath. A couple of years ago, one came literally into the press box where you had the windows open. And it's just perfect timing where you get a foul tip. It can come right at you with this netting here at North Dakota State University. Here's the 2-2. Outside, out of the zone low, now works the count to 3-2. That's one thing the Patriots have done well today against Bayless. This will be the 4th batter that has seen at least a 3-ball count through 10 batters here for the Patriots. Payoff pitch, hit right back up the middle, and the Patriots get their first base knock of the contest. Parker Strand with a single right back up the middle, and Mayport CG with a runner on here with 1 out in the 3rd. Sand with a strikeout on 3 pitches her last time up, and a strikeout swinging here for Mayport CG. Velva-Drake, Anamoose so far 3 runs on 3 hits. They've left 2, and they have committed 1 error so far here in this contest. Staying put at first is Parker Strand. This misses in. It's now 1-0. Women's College World Series in full force. NDSU baseball will play Arkansas later today for the regional, part of 64 teams that made this NCAA baseball tournament. As they will go up against the number 3 national seed in Fayetteville, Arkansas, later this afternoon. 2 balls, no strikes here to Sand. Sand will take a ball. It's now 3-0. Maddie with both runs driven in yesterday here for Mayport CG, and the 3-ball, no strike count. See how aggressive she is, or if she gets the green light. Runner at first is Parker Strand. Grace Bayless delivers a strike in. Now it's going to be 3-1. Hudson Zerfus on the on-deck circle here for the Patriots. Another 3-ball count here. Mayport CG working the count right now against Bayless. 3-1 pitch. We call the strike. Same spot as the last previous pitch was. Now it's going to be 3-2. See if there's a play put on with 3-2. Might you put Parker Strand in motion here at first? Bayless again behind the plate. 3-2 pitch. Runner's going to break. They get the strikeout there. The throw down to second. This one will be off the glove of the shortstop, Selzer. So sliding in will be Parker Strand on the stolen base. Maddie Santa is retired after falling behind 3-0. 3 consecutive strikes by Grace Bayless. She gets the 5th strikeout of the game, and more importantly, out number 2 here in the 3rd. Parker Strand does stand in scoring position. Just the second base runner that the Patriots have had in scoring position. Bryn Kritzberger was able to get there back in the second. But no one has touched third so far as this one misses in on Zerfus, who flew out to left fielder Fallon Hunkins her last time up to end inning number 1. Second time through the lineup here for the Patriots against Grace here in the circle. This one misses outside. It's 2-0. First time through the lineup. Again, no hits. There were 4 strikeouts and 1 walk the first time through here for Grace. As Bayless falls behind the count to Zerfus, 2-0. Now it's going to be 3-0 here to Hudson. Saw back-to-back counts that were 3-2. Can Grace Bayless come back here in this one? 3-0. Swung in. Out to right. There is Volonchenko on a fly ball, and Hudson Zerfus got the green light on 3-0, and she is retired. Good swing, but right to Volonchenko. All right, there was no runs, a hit, no errors, and a runner left. We played 2.5 today on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Mayport CG is down by 3.
The World of Outlaws late models return to the Norman County Raceway, Ada, Minnesota, June 28th. Ada Building Center LLC start to finish showdown. Presented by R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Enjoy the experience. Nationwide top 10 experience last year. Let's make it number 1 this year. World of Outlaws late models, Ada Building Center LLC start to finish showdown. Presented by R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Tickets now available. ncraceway.com.
Let's face it, moving is a pain. And if you decide to do it yourself, take the hassle out with All About Moving in Grand Forks. While national conglomerates tend to overcharge and take longer, All About Moving is locally owned and wants to make your next move an efficient and stress-free experience. Take the stress out of moving with All About Moving in Grand Forks, so you can focus on the things that really matter.
By that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Visit with Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union Insurance agent in Hillsboro.
Bottom of the third inning, 3, 4, and 5 batters due up here for the Aggies. As Emma Bayless with a double her last time up, run driven in and a run scored, sees this one called a strike. It's now 1-1. Fallon Hunkins and Kinley Peterson here for the Aggies. Velva-Drake, Anamoose, 3 runs in the first, and that's where the score stands right now here in the bottom of the third. It's 2-1. Bailey Bergstrom so far 2 innings of work. She's given up 3 hits, 3 runs, 1 walk, and a strikeout. As this one will work out of the zone, it's going to be 3-1. Just 1 run that has been earned so far here today in the circle against Bergstrom. 3-1 pitch. It'll be a 5-pitch walk for Emma, and she will get aboard for her second time here today for the Aggies. As it looks like we'll have a courtesy runner coming on for Coach Bryce Gutneck here in Velva-Drake Anamoose. Earlier this season, Velva-Drake Anamoose won 14-4 back on April the 26th in Minot against the Mayport CG Patriots, as Lunday will come in. So Adriana will be courtesy running now at first base. As you'll see, Fallon Hunkins reached base on an error with a run scored and a stolen base back in inning number 1. This will be hit right back up the middle. Backhanded there by the second baseman, Kritzberger. A chance for 2. They do get the lead runner at second base. Nicely done by Kritzberger as she went down to backhand that softball right up the middle. Able then to beat the runner at second base in Lunday. So reaching base will be Fallon Hunkins on a fielder's choice, and there's 1 down. Now to Kinley Peterson with a single, able to reach third her last time up. As this one goes foul off the netting, it's 0-1. The Aggies sent 7 batters to the plate in the first, 4 in the second. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Bergstrom. Hit down the line, and that's going to be a fair ball. Rounding second, on her way to third is going to be Hunkins. The play by Verweston left, able to hit the relay from Sand, but then it one hops towards the third baseman, Zerfus. It'll be an RBI double here for Peterson. Coming to score is Hunkins, and the Aggies have played a run across here in inning number 3 as they take a 4-0 lead. That was a hot smash right down the third base line here for Velva-Drake Anamoose. So Fallon Hunkins scores her second run of the game. It's a run driven in by Peterson. That'll be her second hit. And we'll see first pitch swinging here by Quincy Bruner. Zerfus there at third. Unable to complete it to Goldie, so it'll be an infield single here for Quincy Bruner. Able to get the infield single. Peterson will make her way down to third base. Runners at the corners right now for the Aggies. Now it's to Marley Kittleson. Kittleson with a ground out to Sand. Her last time up to end the first at short. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground. Zerfus will play it. They have a chance to get one. They do at second. They were looking for the double play. The run will come in and score with Peterson. Bruner is retired at second, and Kittleson will reach base on a fielder's choice. But another run comes across here for the Aggies. They're wasting little time against Bergstrom in the circle. It's now 5-0. 2 hits in the inning, a stolen, a single, and a double. What the Aggies are missing right now is a home run, and you'll have the cycle. As we'll see this through with Jenna Lonis 0 for 1 on the pop out earlier today. This one will run inside, runners in a break for second. The throw not going to be in time as Marley Kittleson gets in a scoring position with a stolen base, and the Aggies again lead it by 5. Jenna Lonis, the sophomore second baseman, with a 1-0 count. As this one will work outside. It's now 2-0. Bailey Bergstrom in the circle for the Patriots, while Mayport CG in inning number 4 will have Kritzberger, Strand, and Goldie do up. The 2-0. That'll be up out of the zone. It's now 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes to the number 8 batter here in the Aggies lineup. 3-0 pitch. That'll miss. This will be a walk. We'll have runners at first and second here for the Aggies. Now it's to Leah Volonchenko, then back to top of the lineup for Velva-Drake Anamoose. Out of Region 4 here for the Aggies, out of Region 2 for Mayport CG. 4 regions in B softball, 8 in B baseball as this one works outside. I want to know, as the sport continues to grow, though, when you add a couple more teams here and there, we'll see if someday down the line Class B might have 8 potential regions, as here's a swing and a miss. It's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Volonchenko. Off speed, that'll be out of the zone. It's now 2-1. When it comes to Class A, it's just simple. 4 teams from the East, 4 teams from the West make it. 2-1 pitch. That'll work inside. Now 3-1. Something new coming up in the fall for high school sports fans in North Dakota will be volleyball having 3 divisions, similar to what basketball did now for the past 2 seasons, as it's a 5-pitch walk to Volonchenko. Kittleson will be at third, Lonis at second. Volonchenko stands at first base. As it'll be the 3rd walk of the inning, the 4th of the contest. Now it goes to Grace Bayless. Bayless swinging a miss, it's 0-1. But volleyball will have 3 divisions next year. The B division will have districts. You'll have the regionals in A, and the same for the conference tournaments in AA as in basketball. The 0-1. Here's a pop-up, playable. Who's going to call for it? The second baseman comes over, and Kritzberger to make the catch. So Grace Bayless is retired, but 2 runs do come across here in the inning on 2 hits. There were no errors with 3 runners left on base. We played 5 today on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Velva-Drake Anamoose leads it by 5.
At Thompson Public Schools, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit their website, tps-k12.org, for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and more. Follow them on social media and share in Tommy Pride with student updates and events with Thompson Public Schools. Thompson Public Schools thanks all students, staff, parents, alumni, and community members for their continued support. Good luck to the Tommies. Learn more at tps-k12.org.
Here's a message from Tim Cassette, Golden Harvest Seed Sales in the Hillsboro area. When it comes to your operations needs, they want to hear from you, which is why they're committed to listening first. From farmer-focused R&D teams to their Gold Series soybeans and game-changing corn products to the insights shared through the Illuminate digital platform, everything offered is an answer to what they learned from you. For Golden Harvest corn and soybean seed, visit with Tim Cassette Seed Sales Hillsboro, 701-430-0877.
Broadcast today from the Farmers Union Ryan Updahl Agency in-game update. Broadcasting from Theraldson Park again here in Fargo. Here's what's to come on yourliveevent.com. The conclusion of this game will get to Carrington and Bottineau about a half hour after this game wraps up. Des Lacs, Burlington, Lewis and Clark, and Hillsboro Central Valley in our first semifinal at 4 o'clock. Then our nightcap around 6, it'll be Central Cass and Beulah. That's a look ahead, brought to you in part by Farmers Union Insurance, Ryan Updahl Agency in Hillsboro, as the Patriots will send their 4, 5, and 6 batters to the plate. Bring Kritzberger with a walker first time up, falls behind the count 0-1, hits one on the ground, glove there by Abigail Hutkins, one hopper into the glove of Peterson, 5-3, and Kritzberger is retired. For more information, get in touch with Ryan by visiting his agency downtown Hillsboro. Call 701-436-5777. That's 436-5777. One down here in top of the 4th inning. Kritzberger with a hot smash to Abigail Hutkins at third. Almost a better job at first base with the one-hopper fielding that one, as Peyton Strand will take a ball. It's 1-0. Fallon Hutkins in left with Bruner in center. Volonchenko stands in right. 1-0 pitch is going to be fouled. It's now 1-1. As we alluded to earlier, Abigail Hutkins just at third. Selzer at short with Alonis at second. Peterson stands at first with Emma Bayless behind the plate. Velva-Drake, Anamoose, 5 runs on 5 hits for the Patriots. Their lone hit of the game, a Parker Strand single in the third. This one swung on and missed. It's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Grace Bayless, 3 1/3 innings of work so far. Is going to strike out in every inning. 5 total with just 1 walk that came by Kritzberger in the second. Grace Bayless having a nice ball game where yesterday the Burros were able to chase her out of the game. Emma Bayless came on, then Grace came back and re-entered at the pitcher circle. As this one works out of the zone, it's now 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here to the number 5 batter and the sophomore right fielder. I'll miss on the inner part of the plate. It's now 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes here to the sophomore right fielder, as you'll see Payne Strand digging back in. The payoff pitch, that'll miss. It'll be a walk. And Strand will take first base here for the second free pass against Grace in the circle. And we'll see if the Patriots can get something in consecutive order here done against Des Lacs Burlington. It was tough. The only time they had 2 runners reach base in consecutive order was in the 5th with a Parker Strand walk and a Maddie Sands single. So far here today, it's been a similar story against the Aggies, where every time the Patriots have gotten a runner on as Goldie takes a strike, they just haven't been able to have consecutive quality at-bats together to try to string something along. As Grace Bayless with the 0-1. That'll miss low. It's now 1 ball and 1 strike. Verwest on the on-deck circle here for Mayport CG. Game that's nearing the 50-minute mark here today. The 1-1. This will be called a strike. It's now 1-2. Runner at first base is Peyton Strand, and Grace Bayless gets ahead here of Brooklyn Goldie, the senior first baseman, 0 for 1 with a strikeout here this morning. Aggies with the 1-2 pitch from Bayless. Swing and a miss. Gets a strikeout. That'll be her 6th of the contest. 2 down in the 4th. Aggies looking for win number 23 of the season, while for the Patriots looking for win number 12 on the year for their campaign. As Hadley Verwest digs in now. There's a swing and a miss as it's 0-1. Just getting underway at Newman Outdoor Field with a consolation portion of the baseball tournament. Monroeville County and Bishop Ryan Nedrose. Rugby and Shiloh Christian will also play in the consolation semis. This is a hot smash off the glove of the second baseman, Lonis, who stays with it, fires to Selzer, able to retire the side. Verwes hit that one on the button. Lonis off the glove, able to play it off the bounce of the turf, then flip it to Selzer. I'll go 4-6 on the put-up, that retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We play 3.5 today on the north end of Fargo. It's a 5-0 lead here for the Aggies.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
Life is full of surprises, and at Bickett Insurance Agency of Carrington, they're here to protect what matters most to you. Bickett Insurance is your local auto owner's insurance agency, offering home, auto, business, crop, health, or life insurance with personalized solutions tailored to your needs and budget. With over 20 years of experience, trust Bickett Insurance Agency to provide you with peace of mind. Let's ensure your future is secure with Bickett Insurance Agency services, serving Foster and Stutzman counties and throughout the state of North Dakota. Bickett Insurance, your local auto owner's insurance agency, protecting what matters most.
Velva-Drake Anamoose takes a 5-0 lead here into the bottom of the 4th inning against the Mayport CG Patriots. Winner makes their way to the Consolation Championship tomorrow morning, as this one will miss for a ball. It's 2, 3, and 4 batters to the plate. The Aggies 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 3 runners left in the bottom of the 3rd. They have left 5 batters total so far in this game. They sent 8 batters to the plate in the 3rd inning. 1 ball, 1 strike on the way to Abigail Hutkins, who's 0 for 1 today. Sacrifice bunt in the 1st and flew out to the left fielder Verwest, her last time up in the 2nd. 1-1 pitch, going to be hit on the ground. A 3-hopper to Sand at short, and Sand with the throw. This one not going to be in time. They'll say that Goldie was off the bag at first base as Sand's throw climbed the ladder a little bit there. And so Hutkins will reach base, as we'll see it here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Gave that one an error on the play on the throw, as you'll see Emma Bayless. Emma sees this one swing and a miss, but it gets by Parker Strand, so the runner was already off and running. Will make her way to second base here with Hutkins. It'll be now 0-1 here with Emma. Fallon, Hutkins on the on-deck circle, then Peterson. This has been the part of the order that's done the damage for the Aggies today. This is laced right back up the middle. Abigail Hutkins will be rounding 3rd on her way home. Emma Bayless with an RBI single, and the Aggies have taken a 6-0 lead. As we'll see a courtesy runner coming on here for the Aggies. Lunday will come on in courtesy run. And so far, Emma gets the run driven in. That'll be her 2nd of the contest. She's reached base all 3 times. Abigail Hutkins gets a run scored here. Now it's 6-0 in favor of the Aggies, as this is a swing and a miss by Fallon Hutkins as it works it to 0-1. As you'll see the 0-1 offering here from Fallon Hutkins here. As you'll see Fallon with 2 runs scored so far today will take a strike. It's now 0-2 as Fallon with an error in the 1st and a fielder's choice in inning number 3. As the runner at first base here again is Lunday. As you'll see this hit right back up the middle, and the Aggies continue to swing around here in this inning. Runner with Lunday is going to go from 1st to 3rd. And the Aggies base running is continue to be aggressive, as you'll see runners at second and third right now with nobody out here in the fourth inning. Kinley Peterson, a single and a double so far here today, has also plated a run and driven in a run here for Velva-Drake Anamoose. 3 batters up and 3 batters on here for the Aggies. An error, a single, and a single, as a pitch by Bergstrom is called a strike. Gets now 0-1. Quincy Bruner due up next, and Marley Kittleson after that. 0-1 pitch. There's a good cut at it by Peterson. It'll be 0-2. Bailey Bergstrom, 3 innings of work so far, and she's given up 7 hits, 6 runs, as this one works on the outer part of the plate. As this one is now getting on the verge of possibly being a 10-run rule if the Aggies can keep the bats going here in this half inning. This will be a hot smash. That'll go to Zerfus, who looks back the runner, and this one gets off the glove of Goldie. Now coming in to score from third base will be Lunley. The runner from first will go to second, and Peterson. As it's a 7-0 lead here for the Aggies in the bottom of the fourth inning. Now Bruner will be coming up to the plate. I'll see that as another error as Zerfus looked back the runner. Lunday then stayed at third, threw it over to Goldie. That'll be off the first baseman's glove, and then all of a sudden the runner came in from Lunley to score as well, as this will be to Bruner. It'll be 1 ball, no strikes. Quincy with a single today, 1 of 2 at the plate. We'll take one on the inner side as well. It's now 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes on the way. As our home plate umpire talking with Keenan Konchak here up the first base side and talking with the dugout here. Here's the 2-0 pitch. As that'll miss for a ball. It's now 3-0. And for the Aggies, as we mentioned, they're on the verge of getting to 10 runs here, as this will be a 4-pitch walk. Bailey Bergstrom, and now Keenan Konchak will talk it over here with his team in the circle. We'll break with them on yourliveevent.com.
Let's face it, moving is a pain. And if you decide to do it yourself, take the hassle out with All About Moving in Grand Forks. While national conglomerates tend to overcharge and take longer, All About Moving is locally owned and wants to make your next move an efficient and stress-free experience. Take the stress out of moving with All About Moving in Grand Forks, so you can focus on the things that really matter.
Bases full, nobody out, and the Patriots right now, if the runner at first base and Bruner comes in to score with Fallon, Hutkins, and Peterson, we're going to be talking about the 10-run rule here in the top of the 5th inning, where the Patriots will be down to their final 3 outs of the game. This one will be called a strike. Marley Kittleson, 0 for 2 today, reached base on a fielder's choice in the third and has a stolen base. Well, for the Aggies looking for that knockout blow here in the bottom of the 4th inning, as the runners on the infield will come in and try to take the run at home away. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Kittleson. 1-1 is hit in the air. This one's going to be filleted, and that'll be into short center field. The run will come in with Hutkins. Everybody moves up station to station, and the infield in. Allowed that base runner and a base hit here for Kittleson to get aboard. Hutkins will come in. Peterson goes to third. Bruner goes to second. Kittleson with the run driven in. Now it's Jenna Lonis, who's 0 for 1 with a walk. Infielders tight as a hitter's delight, and sure thing there here for the Aggies with Kittleson. As this will work out of the zone, it's 1-0. Batter number 7 of the inning here for Velva-Drake Anamoose. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Jenna hits this one right off the heel of Bergstrom, and nowhere really to go anywhere with that one. It's going to be an infield single by Lonis. Peterson will come in. Bruner stands at third. Kittleson to second. It's another run driven in here for the Aggies as it's 9-0. As that was hit right back up the middle and off the inner ankle. As they will take a quick look at Bergstrom here just to make sure she's all right, as that was a hot smash, not off the turf. That was a line drive variety, as they will come out with Keenan Konchak here. And it's her right foot, so her foot that she would go off on the rubber with a little bit. They're going to give her a practice throw here. She has a good throw, comes through. Looks like she's all right. And we'll still have the bases full. So Bruner at third base, Kittleson at second. Lonis stands at first. Still nobody out here. 7 batters to the plate in the bottom of the 4th inning for the Aggies. Now it's to Volonchenko. Leo Volonchenko 0 for 1 with a walk here today. There's a swing. It's now 0-1. Volonchenko with a strikeout in the second. That's what Bergstrom would love here, while Leo would like to put something in the air and at least get a sacrifice fly, bare minimum. Now it's 0-2, then back to top of the lineup here with Grace. The ball is coming up to the plates as the Aggies will look to head around here in the 4th. 0-2 pitch. A work outside 1-2. Once we get to the 5th inning, it'll be 8, 9, and 1 batters here for the Mayport CG Patriots. The 1-2. Hit right back up and underneath the glove of Bergstrom, and just nothing anybody could do there with Sand. A perfectly executed swing by Volonchenko. It'll be an infield single on the way. Quincy Bruner comes in to score. Kittleson goes to third. Lonis to second. And now we will be talking about that mercy rule here in the top of the 5th inning. As this one works to the Parker Strand here behind the plate. It's now going to be 1-0. Grace so far today with a run scored in the first with a walk. That was by Euland in the courtesy run. As she hits one up the third base side, that'll go foul. Triple back in the second, then popped out to Kritzberger her last time up in the third. 4th time through the lineup here for the Aggies. And Velva-Drake, Anamoose. 3 runs in the first, 2 runs in the third, 5 runs so far here in inning number 4. Here's the 1-1. That'll miss out of the zone. It's now 2-1. As the Aggies have opened the game up here in the 4th and looking to really put the game away. With the Patriots just with 1 hit so far here this morning into the afternoon as we've reached an hour old in this contest. The 3-1, that's a swing and a miss as the softball will work its way up the third base line. It's now 3-2. After the conclusion of this game, give it about a half hour, we'll get to Carrington going up against Botno in our second consolation semifinal, with the semis scheduled to start a little bit later on here this afternoon at 4. That'll be a walk. As Kittleson will take home. Lonis will go to third. Volonchenko to second. And as Grace is able to get a bases loaded walk here, it's 11-0. Now it's going to be to Abigail Hutkins. Hutkins, first pitch swinging, hits one in the air to center. Foss is there, makes the catch. And the runner at third base was moving down the line in Lonis, so she's unable to tag up here. As you'll see a fly out to the center fielder. Now it's to Emma. As Emma comes up to the plate, as she's reached base all 3 times here today. First pitch swinging, hits one to the third baseman. Zerfis throws it across, not in time to try to get the double play. So Emma will reach on a fielder's choice. Coming in to score will be Jenna Lonis. Volonchenko retired at third, and now you have runners at first and second with 2 down here in the 4th inning. As this one's called a strike, gets 0-1. Volonchenko stands in the dugout. Grace Bayless will be at second base. Emma at first. Here's a slow grounder. That'll go to Sand. Sand goes the short way, but the second baseman wasn't ready for it, and then the runner will come in and score here with Grace. As Emma now stands at second, Fallon will reach on a fielder's choice. It's now going to be 13-0. And the second baseman, Kritzbergen, I think, was ready for Sand to throw that one. Sand, Olveson was looking towards the first with Fallon Hutkins hard charging. And by the time she, last second, said, we'll just kind of deke it into the second baseman here to Kritzberger. Able to get there, as we'll see now here for Velva-Drake, Anamoose. And McCassin here in Lila will be coming up to the plate. She takes a ball. It's now 1-0. 8 runs across here for Velva-Drake Anamoose in inning number 4. There's a swing and a miss. It's now 0-1. 13 batters here in the inning for the Aggies. 1-1. That'll be hit foul. Now 1-2. This one goes into the stands here at Theraldson Park. 1-2 pitch. That'll miss. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 hit in the air. That'll go to right. Peyton Strand is underneath it to retire the side, but not before 8 runs across come for the Aggies here in the 4th. As we're talking the mercy roll, we head to the top of the 5th as the Patriots are now down to their final 3 outs of the game unless they can score 4 runs here on your LiveEvent.com.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
The Hillsborough and Central Valley School Districts congratulate the seniors on your success and wish you well in your future endeavors. They encourage you to step into your future, secure in the knowledge that this world needs you and the unique, inspiring gifts that only you can give. Best wishes go with you graduates as you prepare for the greater challenges ahead in a world of new possibilities. Congratulations, graduates, from the administration and staff of the Hillsborough and Central Valley School Districts. To all students, parents, and families of the Hillsborough and Central Valley Schools, thank you for a great year.
Ag Country offers a wide range of internal growth. If you have a goal in mind and you put your mind to it, your successes can be endless.
There are so many jobs within this company that you can rotate into.
I like challenges. Ag Country gives me challenges.
Yeah, Ag Country is a great place to work. There's plenty of flexibility. You're never tied to your desk. There's a team here that is always there for you.
Yeah, grab your role and run with it. And always be aware of the opportunities because they're in front of you.
Top of the 5th inning as Kenny Konchak takes a look at his lineup card right now with our main home plate umpire. Let's see some different batters coming up here for the Mayport CG Patriots, as this would be Catherine Kropeling is on the on-deck circle right now. Looks like she will hit in the spot of Foss. And we'll keep going through the lineup here a little bit later on. But for Kropeling, you're the freshman for Catherine. She'll get an opportunity here to get at the plate. And so far for Mayport CG, they came in batting 1 of 26 against Sierra Yale in the first game with 2 runs and 2 RBIs. That batting average not going to improve too much here with just 1 hit so far here in this one. For Velva-Drake, Anamoose came in 3 of 20 against the Hillsborough Central Valley Burros, 8 walks with 8 strikeouts, but they have erupted for 10 hits here today against the Patriots. So it'll be Kropeling here for the Mayport CG Patriots as they are down to their final 3 outs of this game. Again, unless they can plate 4 runs, and even if they do plate 4 runs as the example and make it a 13-4 game, all the Aggies need to do is put 1 run across in the bottom of the 5th, and it would still be a 10-run rule. 1-0 pitch. We called a strike. It's now 1-1. Ball is right now here in the circle. 4 innings of work of 1 hit baseball, 2 walks with 6 strikeouts. So she will look for the complete game 5-inning win. 1-1 pitch. High and up out of the zone. 1-2 as Kropeling went to go swing at that one. As we'll see the 1-2 offering upcoming. 1-2 swing and a miss, and Grace gets her 7th strikeout, and there's 1 down. Now it goes to Taylor Anderson. As pinch hitting for Taylor Anderson will be Bailey Bergstrom, a freshman. So the 2nd straight pinch hitter here for the Patriots. As taking a strike, it's 0-1. Then on the on-deck circle, it'll be Cadence Thomas here for the Patriots, batting for Parker Strand. Here's the 0-1 pitch. In there for a strike. It's now 0-2. With that last strikeout by Grace, she's at least gotten one strikeout in every inning. As we'll have the 0-2 pitch upcoming. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts. That's the 8th of the contest, and there's 2 down. As now it'll be Cadence Thomas. Thomas with a pinch hit here of Parker Strand. As the Patriots have left 4 runners on base here today. There's a swing and a miss. It's 0-1. A 3-up, 3-down first. They had 5 batters in the second, 4 batters in the third, 4 batters in the fourth, and they are on the verge of having a 3-up, 3-down fifth. The 0-1 offering. There's a big swing by Thomas. It's now 0-2. As the Patriots are down to their final strike and final out here on this consolation semifinal just after the noon hour. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. And Grace Bayless is able to strike out the side here in inning number 5. And the contest that wraps up at 12:05 here today. That goes 1 hour and 9 minutes. With the win in 5 innings, the Aggies will play for the Consolation Championship tomorrow, roughly at around 11:30. While for the Mayport CG Patriots, they will play for 7th at 9:30 tomorrow morning. Again, your final 13-love. Velva-Drake Anamoose picks up the win in 5. We'll continue after this with our post-game show. Get to our player of the game. Take a look at the final box score. That and more still to come here on your liveevent.com.
Since its beginning, the Central Cast Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cast High School. Through the years, that mission has brought in to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cast Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcastboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcastboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
The City of Hillsborough invites you to make Hillsborough your home. If you're looking for a new home or a job, check out the opportunities in Hillsborough and see what the community can offer you and your family. Enjoy a quality family life with community, education, church, entertainment, and more. For all neighbors and those driving through the region, we welcome you to come and shop with the businesses in Hillsborough. If you have questions related to services available in the City of Hillsborough, contact the Hillsborough City Office at 701-636-4620.
At Dakota Heritage Bank, we know your schedules can get hectic. You don't always have time to get to the bank during regular banking hours. We make it easy for you with mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay services that we offer for free. This is Michelle with Dakota Heritage Bank, inviting you to do your banking with us anytime, anywhere. Just go to dhb.bank or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
As we come back on the post-game show, brought to you in part by Norman County Raceway and the Red River Valley Speedway. Here in this one, Donnie Schatz and the World of Outlaws making their way to the fairgrounds in West Fargo at the Red River Valley Speedway coming up tomorrow night. For more information and to find tickets, go to RedRiverValleySpeedway.com. That again is RedRiverValleySpeedway.com. Velva-Drake Anamoose, 13 runs, 10 hits, and errand, 7 runners left on base. While for the Mayport CG Patriots, no runs, a hit, 5 errors, and 4 runners left on base in a game that goes 1 hour and 9 minutes. Grace Wallace, 5 innings of work, 1 hit, 2 walks, and 9 strikeouts. Bailey Bergstrom, 4 innings of work, 10 hits, 13 runs, 5 walks, and 1 strikeout in comparison here for the Patriots. Patriots now fall to 11-13 on the season, while for Velva-Drake Anamoose, they improved to 23 4-2, and we'll take on the winner of our next game of either Bottineau or Carrington in the Consolation Championship. The loser will play Mayport CG tomorrow at 9:30. We'll have that for you right here on yourliveevent.com. When we come back after this, final box score, player of the game, that and more still to come here from Fargo.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
The fun is always on tap. I'm headed to Headlocks. Headlocks. Headlocks.
Stay tuned for more information about the all-school reunion coming up in Carrington this summer, July 10th through the 13th. Check out Facebook for more information.
The fun is always on tap. I'm headed to Headlocks. Headlocks. Headlocks.
Headlocks, Carrington, North Dakota.
At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Visit with Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union insurance agent in Hillsboro.
As we continue here, taking a look at the final box score, Grace Ballas able to finish in this contest. 1 of 2 at the plate with 2 runs, make that 1 run scored. Hewlin came in and courtesy ran for a run for her earlier as well. Abigail Hutkins in this game would finish with a run scored. She would go 0 for 3 at the plate. Emma Ballas would reach base all 4 times, would finish 2 of 3 at the dish with a double, a single, and a walk with 2 runs driven in. Fallon Hutkins with 3 runs scored with a run driven in. Kinley Peterson here today was able to reach base 3 times on a single, double, and an error. She would go 2 of 4 at the plate. Quincy Bruner goes 1 of 2 with a walk and a run scored. Marley Kittleson goes 1 of 3 with a single and a run driven in and a run scored. Jenna Lonis goes 1 of 2 with a single, run scored, and a run driven in. And via Volonchenko with the same stat line there, a single, a walk, with a run scored here today for the Aggies. From the Mayport CG Patriots, Parker Strand goes 0 for, make that 1 of 2 with a single and a stolen base. Maddie Sand 0 for 2, the same for Zerfus. Kritzberger goes 0 for 1 with a walk, the same for Peyton Strand. Goldie 0 for 2, Verwest 0 for 2. Alicia Foss goes 0 for 1, the same for Anderson. Bergstrom, Kropline, and Thomas in the pinch hitting roles, all with a strikeout here in this contest. It's now time for our player of the game, brought to you in part by Enbridge. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Grace Ballas in the circle, 9 strikeouts, strikes out the side in the 5th. She is our player of the game, also with a couple able to reach base again 3 times and a triple as well. Grace Ballas is our Enbridge Energy player of the game. From there, our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection, the 8 runs in the 4th inning in which the Aggies sent 13 batters to the plate. 8 runs on 5 hits. There were 3 errors and 2 runners left, but that 4th inning, again, is our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. Discover local reliability you can trust at Halstead Telephone. It's how to connect at halsteadtel.com. From there, our Agassi Precision Egg play of the contest. And that one is going to come on the defensive side from Hudson Zerfus. Made a couple of nice plays here at third base yet again for Hudson. Nearly got a double play 2 times here at third, but a couple nice backhanded ground ball plays. Hudson Zerfus is our play of the game, brought to you in part by Agassi Precision Egg, your local precision planting dealer, Agassiz Precision Ag in Hillsboro. Call 701-436-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. When we come back after this on our Norman County Raceway Red River Valley Speedway post-game show, we'll put a bow on this one and get you ready for the Carrington Cardinals and the Botno Stars coming up around the corner.
There's more at 104. Hillsboro, North Dakota has everything you want in a hometown. Business opportunities, great jobs, and a top-notch school. Shovel-ready lots for your next idea. Great jobs in manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture. An excellent education for your kids with small class sizes and lots of school spirit. Plus easy access to I-29 and the conveniences of North Dakota's largest cities. Build your future in Hillsboro and see why there's more at 104.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime, serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond. We are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
You can trust Paul's Hometown Repair for professional service on your vehicles, cars, vans, pickups. Bring them in to Paul's Hometown Repair Hillsboro. Whether it's light work such as oil changes and tune-ups, or more serious matters including transmission work and engine overhauls, they'll get the work done for you at Paul's Hometown Repair. They'll get your vehicle back on its wheels, running like new. Call 436-4676 to schedule your vehicle for service at Paul's Hometown Repair Hillsboro.
And again, does it for our post-game show, brought to you in part by Red River Valley Speedway and the Norman County Raceway. For more races coming up in Ada, check out their website at normancounty.raceway.com and listen to Racing on the Radio on 106.5 KRJB FM Thursday nights throughout the summer months. And check out the World of Outlaw Late Models on June the 28th in Ada. Tickets now available at normancounty.raceway.com. So taking the field right now is Carrington and Botno. We'll get to that game here in about 20 to 30 minutes roughly as the teams from Velva-Drake, Anamoose, and alongside with the Mayport CG Patriots have filed out of their dugouts, had allowed Carrington and Botno to come in here. So we'll have our modified post-game shows. We'll have game one of the books of 4 here today from Theraldson Park. Again, your final in 5. The Aggies win it 13-0. As we'll have more continuous coverage here in a few moments from Theraldson Park. I'm Chase Miller. Join us here in just a moment or two as the Botno Stars and the Carrington Cardinals will be coming to the plate here in a few moments on your live event.